Time heals all wounds, goes the old saying, but Roma's 5-1 defeat here last season is still an open wound for many Roma supporters. That was the giallorossi's heaviest defeat in Serie A since 1990 against Juventus in Turin. Almost a year on from that collapse at the Artemio Franchi, it is a very different Roma that travels to Tuscany, this time brimming with confidence and joint top of the league. Andrea Colombo blows for the start of the match. Almost a year ago, Roma were humiliated 5-1 by Fiorentina here at the Artemio Franchi. It was the giallorossi's worst defeat in Serie A since 1990 at the hands of Juventus in Turin. Fast forward to today, and the giallorossi have so far been one of the best teams in Italy. Dodò comes inside, and he was fouled there. It ran to Gozens, but the referee blew his whistle first. Cristante unhappy with the decision. Mandragora doesn't get his effort to dip enough there. But a first sight at goal for Fiorentina inside 5 minutes of play. Pablo Mari just neutralises the threat from Dovbyk there. Kean's seen very little of the ball. Mancini runs into Celik, and it might open up here for Moise Kean, who's 1v1 with Ndicka. Kean! His first of the season is a screamer, and Fiorentina supporters have been waiting for that. The start of this Fiorentina team last campaign, off the mark in Serie A. Mancini collided with his own player, runs into Celik. The only question is whether or not Kean is onside. Question mark as to whether or not Svilar should be doing better. He gets a glove to it, but there's so much power on that. And that's what makes him one of the most dangerous strikers in Serie A at the moment. Can't be a foul. Mancini's ran into Zeki Celik. And that is a real pure strike from Kean. Soule. Just get the sense that Roma's struggling to break Fiorentina down. Defensively speaking, La Viola set up in a 3-5-2. Fazzini joining Mandragora and Nicolussi Caviglia as a midfield three, leaving Gudmundsson and Kean as the out options. That's a good flick. It drops to Soule. Well, we've seen two very, very good goals. Roma with the equaliser not long after conceding, and with their first real chance of the game. Goals in back-to-back matches now for Mathias Soule. He was a little bit lucky with the one at Verona. There's nothing lucky about this one. In fact, it's brilliant. The control he shows to curl it around David De Gea. Cristante. Celik. Wesley. Soule's made the run. Soule, Wesley. Just above Baldanzi, whose size went against him there. Good tackle by Celik. Kean, Cristante, Soule. Dovbyk tried to let it run to Baldanzi. Kone. Referee saw nothing wrong with that. Now Baldanzi, Tsimikas available. Baldanzi into Soule. Important block there by Pablo Mari. It's causing all sorts of problems at the moment, Mattia Soule. And Fazzini goes looking for the foul. And Andrea Colombo has allowed those 50-50s to go. De Gea. Gozens. Intercepted. Good pass that to Celik. Lucy Caviglia and Albert Gudmundsson watching that one out of play, but it did come off the Fiorentina man last, and it's a Fiorentina corner, or rather Roma corner, apologies. Mancini and Kean forwards. Dovbyk always a threat. Soule, flicked on, and it's buried by Cristante. It's a big moment for the Roma skipper. It's a really well executed set-piece routine there. Soule Cristante knew exactly what they were doing. Look at him peel away at the near post. Cristante, Soule getting enough fizz on the ball in so that Cristante, all he needs to do is divert it on target. He manages that, and De Gea's caught at his near post. Nicolosi Caviglia. Gosens. It's a good cross. Dodá is there. Tsimikas defended it well. Dodá asking for handball, but it looked to me like it clearly came off the back of the Roma left back. Dovbyk's touch was heavy. Allowed Gosens to win it back. Fazzini, Nicolosi Caviglia was behind him. It went to Gudmundsson. Now Mandragora. Fazzini, good touch. The referee gives the goal kick. Fazzini, to his credit, didn't really appeal for anything there. Kean. Now Gosens. Through ball to Gudmundsson. Tsimikas won that duel. Wesley. Soule. Space for him. Soule looking for Wesley, who couldn't quite keep up with the Argentine. But now it's Dovbyk. He was stretching for it, the Ukrainian, but he didn't get enough on it to turn it home. It's a good move by Roma. And that's an excellent cross from Wesley. You see that it just hits the tip of Artem Dovbyk's foot. Something that was touched upon by Gasperini. The fact that Artem Dovbyk continues to be selected ahead of Evan Ferguson because of the work he puts in for the team. Here's Fazzini, who releases Moise Kean. How unlucky is that? hit it early, hit it first time. That would have been a brilliant goal again. That might just spur Fiorentina on. Dodò's ball in. Wesley watchful. Now Ranieri. Straight down the middle. Caught by Sfila. Here's that chance again. Tidily done by Fiorentina midfield. Kean this time well onside. And on his weaker left foot there. It's an almost perfect strike. Cristante. Took a wicked deflection and it needed to be palmed over by De Gea. Off Gozens. De Gea wanted to make sure here. It's bounced around. And what's the decision going to be? Looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Only a handful of seconds remaining. And in fact, we're not going to reach the 48th minute. Andrea Colombo blows for half-time, and what a first half of football it's been. We've seen two excellent goals. Welcome back, everybody, to the Artemio Franchi for the second half between Fiorentina and Roma. There's a change here as Albert Gudmundsson makes way for Roberto Piccoli. Gudmundsson, who was on a yellow card. Piccoli, who scored his first Fiorentina goal in midweek. Fiorentina 1, Roma 2 after 45 minutes, but you just feel that there are still goals in this game for both clubs. That was the kind of first half of football that we watched here. Very entertaining, two teams who were clearly going at each other. Gasperini right next to the fourth official, trying to get his team to push forwards, and they might do so through Soule. Wesley arrives. Fist into Dovbyk. Hasn't had many opportunities, Artem Dovbyk, but now it's opened up for Fiorentina. 5v5. Fazzini straight to Sfila. Looks to have hurt himself, Jacopo Fazzini there. Dovbyk unable to get enough on that cross. Fazzini's picked out Kean, he drills one. Andragora picking up the ball there. Fazzini causing more problems. Kean from the same corner where Roma took the lead. Dodò, that is wild. Good tackle by Wesley ahead of Gozens. Fazzini reaches Dodò. Good cross. Missed by three Fiorentina players. What a good ball in by Dodò. Too high for Piccoli. Too far ahead of Gozens. Well, an important moment for Roma as Paulo Dybala makes his return to competitive action. Artem Dovbyk makes way. Ranieri. Dika watchful. Ranieri again. Kean is there, stretching for it. Those two have been battling throughout the game. In comes the delivery. All it was needing was a slight touch from someone. It's a great free kick. Piccoli, not for the first time, it's just slightly above him. Gosens and Dur back to the German. Gosens. For a player of his quality. Piccoli! For the second time, Fiorentina have been denied by the woodwork. Endure. Gosens. Last time that Roma were top of the Serie A table after 5 games was back in the 2014-2015 season. Pablo Mari and Mandragora are being taken off here. Pietro Comuzzo and Edin Dzeko introduced. It's going to be an attacking trio now. Celik stretching his legs and still going. Celik across the face of goal. There was nobody there. Nobody gambled from Roma. And Dika fouls Moise Kean. Great solo run. Strength to stay on his feet. Long it goes into Dzeko. Formerly of Roma, of course, Edin Dzeko. But it's dropped to the new man, and Piccoli's missed it. Gosens as well. That seemed destined to hit the back of the net. Piccoli's onside. And when it reaches Gosens, you'd have backed the German to finish from there. He's completely mishit the ball. But if they can pass it from side to side for the next 2 minutes, Roma will take it. Dybala away from Comuzzo. Dybala stings the gloves of De Gea. And he's won a corner. So classy. But a save you would expect the Spaniard to make there. Roma being told to hurry up. Pellegrini. Ndika. He's never scored in Serie A, Evan Ndika. And he rose so high there. Roma hold on for their 5th win of the season, and Roma, no matter what, will stay top of the Serie A table.